How different is it? That's an interesting question. I mean, I guess one of the reasons why I haven't done comedy for 10 years is that I do think there's quite a bit of difference between the sense of humour, particularly in terms of how it's performed. So that's one of the reasons why I haven't actively pursued something like this. But this came along and I felt like it was a good fit, and I could see that I could make the character work for me and contribute something. So I don't usually feel like that when I watch American comedies. I appreciate them, but I don't really feel like as a performer that I belong in it. But in this case, it was something different.
Well, I think that my character is very lonely and in the middle of a nervous breakdown because she's being cheated on by her husband, who's lying to her, who can really throw a person, and then she sees her first love, and he represents all of the things that she remembers as good from her past, her youth and freedom and so she thinks that that's the answer to her problems, but at the end of the day, it isn't. It's that you can't run from your problems, and she decides to work it out with her husband. It isn't. It makes perfect sense to me, and it seems, luckily my husband is incredibly talented and funny and smart, and he takes good care of everyone, of all of us, and so I think it would be weird if my husband was not as good.
Well, he was very well written by Judd right from the get-go. I mean, the guy was, pretty psychotic, right, right when I read him, and I thought he'd be a lot of fun to play. And I added kind of very little to him. It was kind of all there on the page and very well established. So we added a little bit of craziness, but not too much. It was all Judd's creation. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, it would work in Australia. I know that for sure. I mean, I think Australian audiences are very similar, and they're big fans of Judd's work down there. So I'm not sure how things work when you get into different languages and stuff, but I think funny movies are funny movies no matter what
The
what
idea
language.
is universal, isn't it? Yeah.